Imagine a film that's literally just Five Nights at Freddy's, with Nicolas Cage as the main character. You probably don't believe that a film that great could exist, but guess what? It does. It bloody well does. Willy's Wonderland. This film came out in 2021 and it completely flew under the radar. It was never released in cinemas. I don't even think it was on any streaming services either. I had to pay for it on Amazon.
I can't afford this shit!
I need that money, I really do. I need that money.
That's right, I'm a stand-up citizen. I don't pirate films, I pay for them. It was worth it though. This was the most entertaining 1 hour and 30 minutes of my life. Not even because the film is good, it's actually quite shit, but the film embraces that. And that's why I want to talk about it today. The inspiration to Five Nights at Freddy's is definitely not subtle. People are killed and go missing in Willy's Wonderland by the owners because they are all psychopaths. And just as they're about to get caught, they perform a demonic ritual and each killer possesses an animatronic. Okay, I guess it's not entirely like Five Nights at Freddy's. There aren't any demonic rituals in that game, I think. The townspeople are very aware of the animatronics being possessed by killers because after the place closed down, they would leave and kill random townsfolk. So the townsfolk make a deal with the animatronics. They will grant them a sacrifice of any poor fellas who are just passing through. We can't have our own blood being killed because our blood is pure. Incest is wincest. It takes place in the south of the US, so I feel like I can make that joke, right? I can make that joke, right? Well, this all leads into the start of the film. After all the obligatory splash screens, it fades to a CRT TV of people having a good old romp at Willy's Wonderland. You can tell this film is pretty low budget already because it looks like they just got some footage and slapped a TV and fisheye filter on it in Sony Vegas. See, I can tell because that's what I fucking do for my outros. It then cuts to two people looking panicked inside the Wonderland, running away from something. We then get this incredible scene of the guy being dragged away. This is the funniest shit, holy. The woman gets away and notices a child hiding. This makes her happy because it's pretty obvious that's her child. And the little kid was the only smart one in the situation and actually fucking hid. But you know, whatever. We then hear a scream and blood splatters onto the TV that we were watching earlier.
Inject piss in your back!
And that's how the film opens. Now, you're probably like, that wasn't that great. This film seems a bit shit so far. And you know what? You're right. This opening isn't exactly that great because this film becomes incredible once the townsfolk accidentally mess with the wrong man. Nick Cage's tires are punctured while driving through the town, and he is told that they will fix his car if he works at Willy's Wonderland cleaning the place overnight. See, that's what they do to their victims. They tell them to clean the place overnight so they can fix their vehicle the next day, but the thing is, they usually don't make it to the next day. Now, what I love about this is you're kind of just thinking, oh fuck, Mr. Cage is gonna get killed by the robots. Oh no! But you quickly learn a bit into the film. The man is a fucking Gary Stu, but in a good way. You literally don't expect the guy to be so overpowered. There's all this build up to him being killed by the animatronics. Like, when they all look at him going, oh aye, that's some lovely scan right there. And Nick is just like, fucking what? The first animatronic to attack Mr. Cage is the ostrich.
Kevin doesn't respect my distance as much as he probably should.
A trend for these animatronics are they try and sneak up on their prey and be, you know, horror killers. And the ostrich slowly makes his way towards Nick. Of course, Nick notices the animatronic being literally right behind him, and he does this.
Kevin doesn't respect my distance as much as he probably should.
Not exactly how I would react to a giant freaky animatronic ostrich being super close to me, but hey, doesn't really happen much in the UK because we don't have them. Sorry, this is off topic, but you Americans have like zero standards eating food around these things. It's actually fucking vile. Anyway, the ostrich threatens him.
I'm gonna feast on your face!
And takes a little nibble out of his cheek. Now this is what pisses off Mr. Cage. He fucking murders the ostrich with his broomstick with ease. And that's when you know, he's not trapped in here with the animatronics. They're trapped in here with him. Cue the generic Doom music with a montage of him killing them. Nah, I'm joking. So a trend you'll notice is Nick goes back into the kitchen whenever his watch goes off, and this area is basically his Resident Evil safe room, where he can save his game, play pinball, and drink his liquid steroids. His timing for this seems to be super important to him too. There's literally a scene later where him and another person are about to fight an animatronic, but his watch goes off, and he just hands the girl he's with a fucking pocket knife and bails to play more pinball. Man's got priorities, I guess. Now, you probably noticed that other character, right? Well, she's a secondary character. Actually, no. There's an entire group of secondary characters that are just there to fall for the generic horror film tropes and die to the animatronics one by one.
We're gonna make a deal and...
They also have incredible acting skills too.
You're a bitch! Oh, I love you too.
Ah yes, I got a B-Tech in drama. How can you tell? Every single one of these twats are picked off one by the animatronics. Some don't deserve it, but others, well, come on, I mean, it's like they were fucking asking to die at this point. They end up in the Wonderland because the girl wanted to possibly save Nick from becoming another sacrifice to the animatronics. She didn't want him ending up like her parents. Aww. Yeah, it's revealed that she was the kid at the start who watched her parents die. She was found by one of the police sheriff people and taken in out of guilt. We don't care about that though, right? The officer gets fucking sliced in half later in the film by Willy himself. Oh yeah! Anyway, back to the fun part of the film. Over the night, Mr. Cage picks off the animatronics one by one, and each kill is so fun to watch. For example, the gorilla animatronic tries scaring Nick Cage in the toilets by writing in blood on the mirror. He just fucking cleans it off without giving a single shit. It then tries jumping him in the cubicle, but yeah, that was obviously a big mistake on the animatronics part. There's a scene later in the film where two of the animatronics are about to double team Nick, and of course he kicks the jukebox to play some awesome battle music. This fucking slaps. This clearly gets his adrenaline pumping. The only animatronic that manages to get the upper hand on Mr. Cage is Willy himself. And even then it's very brief because Nick fucking brushes all of the scars off and just mutilates the fucker. In fact, the film literally ends with him driving off into the sunset with the girl in his newly fixed car. It's so fucking dumb, I absolutely love it. Despite how stupid it is, I genuinely really enjoy Willy's Wonderland. I love how it just completely embraces the stupidity of its premise, and the idea of animatronics coming alive and killing people. If we ever get a Five Nights at Freddy's film, I kinda hope it's like this, but I don't know. I'd be interested to see a more horror focus that isn't stupid. But Fnaf is aimed at kids now. We all saw Security Breach. That ain't gonna happen.
Terrible job, super shit.
I mean, the film's probably never gonna come out anyway, so I'm happy with what we already have. It's a good film. You should go watch it. Also, I really like the Willy's Wonderland merch that they give their victims. I would wear that t-shirt. I think it's a cool t-shirt. Just saying.